The Republic of Lacos, a small island vassal within Carcaros. For generations, it had been ruled by a consul. Following the peaceful revolution of 5 AF, a highly unstable republic has been formed under the leadership of President Harold Shrub. The instability, of course, attracted numerous raids by pirates in the local area. Mercantile vessels carrying vital material and wealth to the island cut off. Trade would be key to the success of the republic. Chief among the pirate states was the Dual Islands, an unrecognized nation just south of Lacos. Their ports, especially the port of Canrol, had become essentially pirate havens. This was not without criticism, as Lacos conducted piracy as well. The difference in this sense was that Lacos never conducted it against their pirate brethren like the Dual Islands had. Harold Shrub would declare in a speech to Parliament that an executive order was to be passed that evening, ordering for the full-scale invasion of the territories underneath the command of Wilkinson. As the speech was being delivered, Wilkinson was already preparing a partial mobilization of the Lacosian military. Soldiers marched through the streets in parades as they boarded Lacosian warships preparing to embark. High General Thomas Wilkinson had mapped out and created regiments of his invading army. Men from all districts were called under the banner of Lacos. Wilkinson had at his command 20,000 men, a part of the regular army. By his calculations, however, any kind of invasion would require reinforcements to shore up the line. 10,000 volunteers and conscripts began the training process. The Royal Guards of the Consul, the equivalent of the King in Lacos, called the Strasnik Republikanski, began training the new recruits. The Lacosian Air Force counted 3,600 personnel. The Navy counted 12,000. Assured that more reinforcements would reinforce him through the conflict, he rallied the army and prepared to embark from the northern port. The journey was only half a week away and grand in scale, perhaps the biggest seen in decades. Morale was high. Men played cards and sang songs along the way. Wilkinson had no time to celebrate, however, for the campaign had only just begun. He had no clue as to how many soldiers the Dual Islands would be able to field. If his victories were not done quick enough, a guerrilla war could result in the collapse of his campaign. Men landed on the beaches of the central island relatively unopposed, setting up supply lines and equipment. This would only be the beginning, however, as General Wilkinson would have to send scouts to local areas and track enemy movements. The Dual Islands had about 2 days to prepare for the invasion and were likely entrenched further inland.